Hello, my name's Rhea and I'm one of the registered dietitians here at Westwind Counseling. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about why we might want to bring in more structure, more accountability for someone in their recovery journey. So again, this is always a conversation with the client that we're talking about, how do we want to bring in more structure? How do we want to bring in more accountability? The reason we may do this is because really it can just give the eating disorder less options. So when we have a bit of a plan, we have a structure that we're trying to stick to, we have some goals set in place, depending on how we want to phrase that, how we want to go about it, it gives the eating disorder less options, less opportunity. When this is going on, it actually allows more space for awareness. So it allows the client to build more awareness, it allows us to have more awareness about what's going on. The eating disorder might even be getting involved in places we didn't even realize. So that's helpful. It can help provide more support, more accountability, can feel more supportive for a lot of individuals. And a lot of times kind of this structure, this routine, this plan that we have in place can often act as like almost something that we can externally rely on, like this is my plan, while we're trying to work on other things that are maybe more internally driven. So preferences, cravings, what else? Choice, flexibility, things like that. Sometimes we want structure while we start to dip our toes in these other areas. Sometimes if we feel like we want to work on these things and we don't have structure in place, it can feel really overwhelming as we start to, for example, work on flexibility. So those are some of the reasons why we might bring in more structure, more accountability. It's probably not all of them, but just some of them, just to get our brains thinking on why we might want that. And that's it. Have a good day.